Hello, welcome to Cosmic Sage. I am still setting up and burning incense, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are going to start with Taurus. We're going to do all the elements of Earth first. And I appreciate the likes. By driving the likes up as far as we can, I don't want to cap us, but it would be nice to see 17. I do know that I might not be very busy. If it isn't, we'll float with things. We'll see how things go, how I feel. Taurus, you have a heavy reading. This is you versus them. Love. This was a voted tie with who is having trouble letting you go. And Taurus, I believe that the full moon is going to be in Scorpio, but I should look into that. Let me just check that out. That means that it's your opposite. So that would actually, and it's another big sign. So it would make a lot of sense. The energy is so dense, so heavy, and you have a powerful reading that I have right here, just off the cuff. And happy birthday. All placements Taurus, but of course, Sun Taurus is birthday time for you. But thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will be setting it for subscribers only very soon, but I might let it stay open, at least for this sign. So just, yeah, brace yourself. If you're not subscribed, you might want to subscribe, but there is no talking anyway. It's not enabled. And the reason is, at least until the coming full moon, which is May 1st, May Day, okay? I feel the energy is so dense, so powerful, and somewhat dark. I would even go as far as maybe saying to some, it could be evil, depending on your situation, what you're walking through in life, what you're experiencing, what you're witnessing, observing. So these are things that we want to sort of cleanse. And I ask you, if you are able to and you want to, you feel the need to, go ahead and light a candle and or do some kind of protection, what it is you need. And also speak to your guides. Ask them to speak to mine so that I can help bring you the best. And this goes for all the signs here. The best possible, what is meant for you answers. The readings will apply to you, or you'll feel that you are involved, you resonate in some way. So please ask your guides to talk with mine, okay? And my guides will try to help me hear what it is that is intended for you to hear. Now, alternatively, the chat is not enabled, but you can still, if you need to, relay a message to me through the message area on the post that you found, if you have looked in the community center. And if you have a question, it is open for one question per subscriber if they have something they'd like to ask. Now, there'll be another stream possibly tomorrow if I have the energy. Now, with the dark, heavy energy as it is, I was noticing in the last week or so that my energy was really waning. So I think that full moon is kind of like taking it out of me. So it could be that I might have to wait till the full moon passes, which is a few days away. Okay, let me look up the full moon information to share with you right here. Okay, it's going to happen May 1st, and it's Eastern time. It's a Friday, 1:23 p.m., May 1st. So they call it a flower moon. I would recommend that you mark it on your calendar if you don't already know about it or you don't have a special calendar that tells you. I think you might like to know where you are. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with this channel, you're at Cosmic Sage. I do appreciate you coming in here. And do remember to like and share. And don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying, if you like free readings. Yes, the full moon will be in Scorpio. So that is definitely on the opposition. So there could be friction that you, Taurus, if you're Taurus of any placement, right? Whatever you identify with. So you could be Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars. You could even have other energies that you feel you resonate strongly with the Taurus energy, okay? And if, say, it's your finances that you're thinking about, that would apply to you, okay? So you want to think about your Jupiter if it is a Tauran Jupiter. And as well, if you're a Scorpio Jupiter, Taurus is your opposing sign. So I'm not going to get too into that, right? But let's find out what we have for you, okay? We have already given a chance to get you a head start here. So off camera, excuse me, we're off camera anyway, off audio, I was able to get your dice to start out. This is your energy. You have Pisces, you have Neptune, and you have Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is your shadow side. You could be doing shadow work. You could be attracted to another person who is because this reading is about the opposition. If you hear background noise, my sons, they like to talk. They're very verbose, and there's nothing wrong with them. I just want you to know they've been fed. They've had their boxes looked at, the whole thing, right? And they get a lot of TLC. It's just that when they hear me talking, they want to be involved. So maybe there is something when he does talk. Maybe there's something to the reading. So you might want to pay attention to that moment. So Scorpio could be that you need to look at your shadow side. Maybe Taurus, you are dealing with something and it's uncomfortable. It's part of your growing, your experience, right? Your shadow side. Maybe this person you're up in love that you may or may not be within at this time. It might be over. Maybe it's something that's beginning. Maybe it's been on and off. I don't know your situation. But we have previously pulled also the thoughts, the feelings, and motives of this person. So I would say that there's a possibility that you have a placement, or they do, of Neptune with the Pisces Scorpio sign. So the Neptune in one of those locations, maybe. It doesn't have to be, okay? But the energy we have is like really, let's say, asexual, okay? Very much so. Also dreams, like dreaming of each other that way. You're dreaming of this person, I think, more so that way. You're having fantasies and or dreams of this person, or they're showing up in your dreams and you're concerned about this, or I don't know, maybe it has you a certain kind of way. Maybe this isn't somebody you're familiar with. You might have made a promise with them previously. But what you have now, we're going to start out with 2 cards for each of you with spirituality. And what you have going on here is magic circle. Your environment shapes you. Be conscious of your social circle. So people who are keeping company with you could have some impact on how this situation, relationship, whether it's breaking away, whether it's coming together, they might have an impact on how it shall either keep going or it will fade off. Okay, so they might have been in your ear. They could be somebody who has been a proponent to break the 2 of you up or get you moving forward to something new and fresh. Or they're saying, don't think of that person anymore. Get rid of them. You know, they're a bad energy, something like this. They could be wrong. They could be right. They could care. I mean, only you know your situation. But you also have broom, and it says sweep away negative energy and declutter your life. Now that is a perfect energy for you to have with a full moon coming in. So I would recommend that you take that as advice from spirit. Your guides were obviously speaking to mine. And then you can apply it until the full moon, and maybe things will change up if you need a change up. You need a release so new things can happen and be offered to you. This person This is okay. You're going to either hate me or love me. I don't know what, because I have to deliver I mean, I don't just give just the sweet tea, right? I give it all. So I'm somebody who is very, um, to the point. If I see something that's dark or heavy or nefarious, okay, I will share it. I'm not somebody who is shy to do that, okay? But what I have is they're studying. They could be studying you. They could be studying something. And I also had for their spiritual energies are not too good. And that's how I'm feeling. So they might have started out like working, dabbling in like, say, good art, as in witchy stuff, right? Maybe divine work, right? Um, maybe some kind of spiritual counseling. I don't know what. These are what we have in the dice first, I'm going to say. They could be a Virgo, Aries moon. They don't have to be. These are energies in which you may be dealing with. This person could be of these energies. And I was feeling a lot of mercurial energy here and seeing the Mercury here. And I heard quicksilver. That could mean something to you. I heard quicksilver in my head as I was cleansing and channeling. The channel comes in, I start hearing things, right? When I'm open to it when I'm doing the reading. So anyway, so to engage, this person is either a mother, they would like to make you the mother, or you are the mother of their children, or they are. So flip it if you need to. But they're studying. And I think this is some kind of occult ritual kind of studying, because we have BLOOD sorcery and we have good witch. So I think that they might have flipped, or they made you believe they were a certain way, and they might have been secretly working in the shadow, and they are maybe your op, and that is for a reason, and they took advantage of your light. They were trying to siphon your light. So this is only for who it's for. If it's not for you, that's fine. Just let someone else take what's theirs. I had some cards fall out that I want to share with you that I think was supposed to remain a secret that is theirs. Two different groups. Now, I have a blended deck that I have that is hybrided of the same copy. They were inexpensive, those smaller tarot decks, right? And so you got a duplicate, and it's a powerful duplicate. And you really need to hear this if you have Taurus in your chart, if this applies it anyway. This could be a past situation. It does not have to be present, okay? There might have been a promise ring given in this relationship, or a promise that was made with, say, some kind of artifact or jewelry. Pink tourmaline may have been something that you or they wore. Pink tourmaline might be something that you may want. If this is a relationship that, say, for a Taurus that wants to work this out and this heavy stuff does not apply to you, maybe a pink tourmaline promise ring, or a promise ring, or some kind of jewelry that is pink, right? Maybe of use or need, or maybe you need to start doing some gym work, and or I did say cleansing earlier for you. Taurus, this is going to be a longer message than the ones for the others, but this is your birthday month, so maybe your guides wanted that. So I'm going to let you know this could go on, and I might have to stop the stream and start a second one. So I'm just letting you all know that if I do that, I might have to do that. But this person is into BLOOD sorcery, so this is somebody who would do sacrifices and or siphon energy. They may have wanted your power. They might have wanted to take your energy from you. And I don't mean borrow, I mean absolutely take it. So if you felt drained being around a person who is a perspective like love or something like that, there's a good chance that there was something like that going on, okay? This person, when you met them, they could have been fine, but then they started turning into a hot mess. Yeah, their energy was chaotic. And that there I'm getting the mercurial again with hot mess. I'm kind of getting that quicksilver energy. And there's the Virgo that we said for their energy. So they could have been a very authoritative person. You could have met him at the workplace. This could have been a work person you dated, like that you knew in the career. We have also Crypt Keeper. They're not letting go of someone or something. So there's somebody or something that they're not letting go of. So the attachment they have for someone else could be the cause of this situation. You versus them, okay? There's a masquerade. So you are there as the actual fantasy. So I think that maybe they're entering your dream realm. And that is why we have the Pisces energy that showed up with Neptune. So they are sort of seducing you in the dream realm. So if you're feeling like you can't disconnect, well, being a big sign as you are, Taurus, there's a good chance that you are having a hard time letting go of them as they are not letting go of someone else. So this is like a string effect, if you will. And if you understand what I mean, it's like a conga line. It's like how many players are involved. I mean, you want to have energy cut and cleanse, so it's just one-on-one, a mano, right? But we also have candy corn, third-party interference. Yes, there was somebody in the shadows. So if you wonder in this you versus them, the person could be your opponent that is on the other side, or it could be the actual person. So you need to flip this whatever way you need to. I'm just the messenger. The energy that fell under the chair as I was moving some things around here was very interesting. There are 5 cards that fell in all. So Leo could mean something, Aquarius, those are other big signs, okay? Okay, so ultimately only 2 of them really wanted to show themselves. 3 stayed. Or was it the other way around? Okay, it's very, very chaotic again. So I think they are using chaos magic. Somebody is. Okay, so it's either their person, the third party, or they are using chaos magic. Maybe everything felt like a hot mess around them, like sticky. And it was an energy that was not very positive, and you needed to get away from it, right? So right now, if you are not in connection with them, you're doing the right thing. Just work with the full moon and try to cleanse this. And the cards that fell under the table was 7 of Swords and Judgment. They took something from you, and I do think it's energy. They took something from you, and it was very vital. It was very significant. I think you may have felt your energy sort of waning because they stole something from you. And seeing Judgment, your guides, the divine, anyone that you have prescribed to protect you, is calling them on their crime upon you spiritually. So that was not to be disclosed. I found it under the table, under the chair. The other cards that showed up were the 3 I didn't capture until after they were with the others, because I had to move something to actually see the other 3. And so there was 3 more. And with those, you have the 9 of Coins and the 5 of Swords. And then you had Judgment again. As I said, there was 2 of everything in that deck, so Judgment come twice. Spirit has had your back. You're protected. But you may have felt some kind of and maybe you let yourself slide into a relationship where you said, okay, yes, I will. And the 9 of Coins, it's like maybe somebody tried to pluck you off your single side of life, right? Make you theirs. And in lieu of them doing that, they stole from you something, okay? So this person right now, I feel that they're very, I think they feel like they fought something against you, or they fought for something and it was all for naught, because Spirit has had your back. So Spirit has been protecting you. You may have been aware, okay? You may have been aware. So, okay, now we're going to get to the part you may want to really hear. So we have thoughts. This person's thoughts towards you are the King of Swords. So that's like a divorce energy. That is somebody who would sever ties, okay? They would say, that's it. It's a cutoff game. You know, I'm leaving. I don't want anything to do with this person. I got what I wanted. That's it, right? They could be Aquarius and or Leo, but they could be any air sign. So they as well. And I've been saying Mercurial. They could be Gemini as well. They could maybe be even in Libra. And then you got the 2 of Cups in reverse. Excuse me, it's coins. So that's right. Because I was like, how could that be cups? I don't remember that's cups, but it was coins. So they dropped you. They want to cut this off. They want to completely this is their thoughts. They want to disconnect whatever this connection was or could be. They want to disconnect it. They want to get away from it. 4 of Cups, upright in their thoughts. So they want to be apathetic towards you. They want to have everything pulled away and done, cut away. They want to cauterize it, you know, like as a surgeon would do, to pristinely clean off the connection. So I don't know what happened between you, but I think this person wants a clean cut. And a lot of Gemini and a lot of Virgo has the tendency to do this kind of thing, right? The feelings that they have towards you are opposite to some degree. They have the Hangman, more Pisces energy, okay? So if you're thinking of a Pisces, well, this is your dream world, okay, as well. They're looking at things and their feelings. You know, like, did I do right? Do I really, really want to do that? My thoughts, you know, in their thoughts, right? Do I really, really want to leave Taurus alone? Do I really, really not have interest in Taurus. But see, the thing is that something in this connection, there was a red fox passion and there was anger. So it was like a thin line between love and hate or something like this. With this person, between trying to be apathetic and make a clean cut from you and do the things they've done, because I think that they're thinking they can escape the karma. But double judgment, there's no way they did. Something has happened, and I need to look at those again. Where did I put those? Because there was something telling in the cards that fell under the table with the facial expressions and such. So Taurus, when this person did try to do this to you, first of all, they really wanted to end this, like leave you for dead, okay, for real. Second of all, the coins that we have here, they clung really hard for some while. They did not let go for dear life. But I have this energy of like really cloaking themselves, really trying to be something they weren't with you. And they were hoping that if they just took what they could from you, be it money or energy, okay? So it could have been your finances, okay? It's, I mean, obviously, so just take what's yours and what isn't, leave for who it's for. But so you had the Four of Coins in reverse. So they quit holding on to you, okay? They quit being stuck on you. They released you to the level of the world come next. And this is in their feelings with the Hangman, right? And that, to me, is saying that they wanted to see what kind of new beginning they could get. So you were a sacrifice that they put on the table so that they could get what they wanted. So if you had a relationship that this is fitting anyway, at any time, they were hoping that they could get something else. Now, it could be that other party that they were holding on to, or the other party put them onto you to do this so that they could siphon from you. But this is the part I really don't like. The motives. We have the Two of Wands, and here you have a very manipulative energy. This is the facial expression. She is looking at, as she is holding a globe, she is trying to have the world in her hands, and she's meditating on it, and she's also acting very manipulative, and this has a feeling of the, without having the magician present, it has that feeling, but in a dark way, okay? And then you have the Ten of Coins. I think they wanted your energy and or your finances. But this person also has King of Cups in reverse. So if you're dealing with this person presently, I would say this person's not good for you. I would recommend to run. But what else can I tell the Taurean people about this person? What are their thoughts and feelings, their thoughts and their feelings? Okay, they think that if they can manipulate you by way of the tangible, I'm getting Ace of Pentacles and the feelings, maybe Ace of Cups, to manipulate your heart. They can get what they want. Can I get more on that Ten of Pentacles? They had motives, please. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they thought they could strike it rich with you. Again, you have double judgment. So this for you, Taurus, is not a happy story. I'm so sorry to say, but it's better to know than not. And as I said, I am not always peaches and cream here. You may not like it. You may hate me. I don't know. But I think you'd be better off to know than not. So we will keep reading, but I am going to ask about that Temperance. Okay, yes, they're taking their time. So if you've been in a connection with somebody and this has been going on, they're taking their time. There could be Sagittarius in their chart, or something's going to play out during Sagittarius season. Can I find out about the double judgment that the greater source and guides have against this person? Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the cutoff game is going to be strong. I think your guides may have been helping you break away from this connection, to cleanse it. I might have been called to read in the order I'm doing because I thought it was best to maybe start going with the birthday months, right? But randomly, I could have done anything, right? So maybe you needed to hear this first. But this is for the Taurans. This person might have shown up aroused because you have the Knight of Wands. Somebody who would have seduced you on the Hangman and given you like a fantasy. They might have given you some kind of illusion, some kind of fantasy, you know, hey, listen, you know, we can do this. And, you know, like painting your future together, something like this. Or here's this little ring. It's going to be something much bigger later. They tried to act like they were investing in you. And as far as opposing you, what your feelings are towards them is Four of Wands. You might see them as a person stable for home or a twin. Their feelings towards you is they want to go opposite direction. Six of Wands. Together, the two of you may be very, very carefree with each other. You might have drinks and maybe be cautious because you don't know what's in those drinks. We have Three of Cups. Can I get more on the together Three of Cups energy, please? For Taurus, yeah, Four of Pentacles. We're back there. So what else can we get with the feelings that Taurus has, please, for this person? The Star. Yeah, you see this person as not just the Star, but the Four of Wands. That means that you think of them like a powerful player in the world. Like you believed what they were telling you. So, you know, this doesn't have to be a reading. Okay, so look for the rest of your signs if you need to. We'll get those too. Judgment come out from a third deck. So therefore, judgment is on this relationship, this connection. And I think I'm going to leave it here because that just kind of feels like, you know, it just feels like there's just too much dirty that is hiding in the background for you. And as I said, you are right now one of the signs that's fixed, and you're the opposite of what the energy is now for the full moon coming in. So you may be feeling some of this, and I don't want to be doling out bad news, but if this is, you know, your story, it's better to know than not. And I am so sorry I don't have anything. So what does, let's just ask, I just want to, before I let you go, I just want to ask, what does Taurus have to look forward to if they walk away and cleanse this energy of this person after the full moon, after May 1? The Knight of Wands, you will be guarded. Queen of Swords, it come out again, Queen of Swords. So you might have some, or they do, air in your chart. Will it be another person that Taurus can look to? Magician. Is this magician a good magician for Taurus? Two of Pentacles. They could be balancing you with something else. Can I get more on the Two of Pentacles for this magician, please? Six of Wands. This may be somebody who actually feels that you're a victory. What is the victory? The Six of Wands. The King of Swords. Four of Swords. Is this somebody different? Yes. This is somebody new. Okay, this is somebody that you can heal. You can start afresh. This is Phoenix rising energy. It's also, they will recognize you for your, they will honor you. The Six of Wands energy, they will honor you. So Taurus, after the May 1st full moon, things will start to dissipate and get freer. And if you're trying to get out of this relationship and this was a divorce, it was a messy breakup, that if you're doing the work with the full moon to release them, things should start moving in the right direction. There'll be another person who's been trying to manifest you. And I don't know that they're actually calling you in as far as a twin or a soulmate or anything like that. But this person looks more like they are aligned with what is more right for you, maybe. Is this person coming in good for Taurus, please? Ace of Wands. Okay, that's passionate. That could be just base level. Let's find out more on the Ace of Wands, please, for Taurus. Eight of Cups. Somebody that left something else behind. Six of Pentacles. Soulmate energy. Kind of. I mean, well, maybe not. This is somebody who's not looking backwards. They're not holding on to anyone else. They want to look forwards. This is somebody who is dualistic. So there's somebody who, Ten of Pentacles, they want to have the happily ever after. So they could be finessing a way to meet the right person. Maybe you fit the bill. Maybe they're manifesting and you were feeling a connection with them. So if you're looking, they could be Aries. They don't have to be. You might meet somebody who's been trying to manifest you in. that would be after the full moon breaks and this other energy is gone. That is if it resonates with you. I'm not going to do multi-stories, but this is going to be right for someone, maybe a little bit for somebody, but that is yours, Taurus. I apologize. It wasn't so sweet, but if you needed it, you needed it. So we are going to, okay, so I see 9, and I'm going to stay with the earth signs. That means Virgo, you are next. Now, I don't have the time to sit here and painstakingly set everything up as I previously did, so just work with me here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. So Taurus, I hope that you're going to be well and you have a happy birthday. And I hope that this is good news, that you'll be able to release this person and or know what it is that you were feeling that was correct. If you were feeling it, you were right. And or you will also work with the energy that is coming with this upcoming full moon. And yeah, listen for the other signs if you need something a little more uplifting, okay? So now we have Virgo. Virgo, any placements, whatever you identify with, Virgo. Virgo, what do we have for Virgo for spirituality, for what's going on spirituality for the Virgos and for their person that they're inquiring on? You versus them. This is Cosmic Sage. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so in Virgo, you have Mercurial energy, which is your own, and you have Gemini. It could be a Gemini, and it could be as well a Libra that we're talking about, or somebody has that in their chart. There's a lot of balance we're talking about. There's a lot of masterful manifesting maybe going on, a lot of talking, maybe working together or something like this. With your spiritual energy, you have the egg. Rid yourself of negative people. You're absorbing other people's energy. So that's the egg cleanse. You're called to do that. And doubt and fear, don't let your insecurity stop you. Believe you're powerful enough and strong. So if you're having any pessimism, anything that is like a lower nature of Virgo, try to shrug that off and cleanse it, and it should dissipate. It's just, this is heavy energy right now. Okay, so now I want to have you wait for a moment before I give you their stuff, okay? I'm going to look into the energy to put with the thoughts, feelings, and motives. Okay, Spirit, we're going to look into the person. Oops. Whom Virgo is thinking about, their opponent, their op. What are their thoughts, feelings, and motives? Let's get the thoughts first. I'm getting a sense that everyone might have a hard reading because this is, yeah, we're getting that full moon energy, and it might be testy with a lot of people right now. I don't know. Okay, what are their feelings? Okay, what are the feelings, please? Spirit, what are the feelings? Okay, and the motives for the Virgo's person who's their op. Okay, since they're your op, okay, so there isn't going to be anything positive for ops mostly. I mean, I would say it could be the full moon, and it could be that they're your op for a reason, okay? I'm just going to put that out there right now. Okay, let's go on more with what their energy looks like here. We have Scorpio and we have Virgo. So, and we have Mercury. You could have a connection in synastry where your Scorpio, not your Scorpio, excuse me, your Virgo and your Mercury could be touching, connecting in some way. There could be opposition, squaring, something like that in your astrology. This person is getting sound healing in their spiritual sector. They're getting sound healing, and it triggers them and teaches them and they're trying to heal at this time. The healing bowls, right? Healing bowls. Magic potion. Get creative, don't limit yourself, change your method to get ahead. So this person could be taking a lot of tinctures or something to heal. It doesn't look like they're using it or applying it for a bad reason and or at you. The additional energy we have here is we have show up and lead. So this is an authoritative person. This is somebody who may be very confident and enthusiastic generally. This person is a leader. They could be as well an emperor, an owner of a company or something like this, or supervisor. This person is someone who has at one time, if they don't still, hold you in a place where they see you as sensual. They have a sensual connection to you. There is a sensuality they denote you to be. Like the jasmine flower, the name Jasmine and or the Disney character could mean something to you. Then we have chandelier, you're being noticed. They do, this is how they see you. They see you as opulent, they see you as sparkly, they see you as sensual. So that is the crux of where things began and or how it was sealed before things went off, or maybe they never took off, but this is the general of how they feel about you. It's not, I don't feel it's bad, not like the prior reading for Taurus, Virgo, but there is a sense of healing needing to happen. Now, with their thoughts towards you, they're the op, you in their thoughts is a huge burden. To think about you and to come across you like in their mind when you re-enter living, rent free in their head, maybe, that makes them feel really overpowered by your energy. You're very powerful in their thoughts, and it makes them feel heavily disappointed. So if you let them go, if you ghosted them, if you said no, enough, I'm not doing this anymore, you have made them feel very heavy in their thinking. And they also have the 9 of Wands, so they're very guarded where you're concerned. So I don't know which of you may have quit connecting. It does seem like there was a quit, somebody cut that down, like cut it off. With the feelings, you have Queen of Swords. So there may have been lies or omissions that they are saying on their feelings. They're saying to themselves. They're lying or they are omitting their feelings to themselves. They have the 10 of Wands. It was so they could unburden their feelings, their heart. So everything is in their logic sector now. They seem to have found a way to apply healing the heart, and that could be what they're working on now. So they're releasing the burdens in the heart, and they are not allowing themselves to feel. They're kind of like anesthetizing, having the Queen of Swords in the reverse is kind of like negating that there is actually a feeling, kind of like the meditative one in the little boy. There is no spoon in the Matrix, right? Then you have 6 of Coins. This is so that the heart can be balanced and can give again. So there could be that there was a cutoff point in this connection that this person needed to sacrifice their feelings towards you, pretend that they did not exist. Now, I believe they do. That is just what I'm seeing. Okay, and then their motives towards you, Virgo, are not to come towards you. The Chariot in reverse, 3 of Coins, and the 10 of Swords. So one of you has really hurt the other. There's a major betrayal, and to work together to stay apart. That's what I'm getting. To work together to not come together. They want to make sure that there will not be a working together, because I have the 3, it's in the middle. Let me find out what this 3 of Coins is for the Virgos, please, with their person. Yeah, the 9 of Cups is in reverse too. And this shows the 10 of Swords, so it's the past. So I don't know how far back you're looking. Could have been October. This person could be Scorpio energy, like we saw some Scorpio here. But there is a sting to this betrayal, this letdown. And they are looking at it like it's past. And if they did this to you, they're thinking it's over and they're making concerted effort to get away from you. And that is what I'm seeing. Can I get more on the 10 of Swords, please, for the Virgos? Yes, you used to enjoy time with them, celebrating 3 of Cups. You might not be guarded about them anymore. Maybe you quit. You used to look at them as a very, you two might have also, I just want to put this out there, the two of you might have also been counterparts because we had the King and the Queen of Pentacles show up. So there was a factor here of growing together and nurturing something, maybe having a child or children, and the bond of creating a business or something. There is kind of an essence of maybe the man in the situation, the masculine, being the strong point in this, and the growing and nurturing point was the feminine side, right? And the two of you may have balanced out each other in the beginning, but there was some kind of disappointment, some kind of betrayal. And there is a bit of, they're thinking that you did this to them. So you'll need to flip that if you need to. This could be a divorce. So if you're listening about a past, like an ex-spouse, it could be, or it was like a long-term relationship. It could have been with this healing here. I got the King of Swords twice. So yes, this could have been a divorce. So your person, you're up. They're trying to heal. They're trying to take their power back. They see you as opulent. They maybe you were the one that was shining in the relationship. Maybe they felt like they were lackluster. And Virgo, they could have thought that you were too much for them. That they felt they were disempowered with you. Maybe they felt that you wanted too much. You were someone that went after a lot. What are they feeling towards the Virgo now? Five of Wands, that the drama is over. It's in reverse. The drama is over. It's behind them. The Hangman, they're no longer sitting and waiting for what will happen, what will be. That was in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. So it does feel like a divorce. It feels like water under the bridge, but let's move our own way. Let's agree that this isn't going to work. I want my own authority. That's what I'm getting from this person. King of Wands twice. Six of Cups. They're looking back at you fondly, though. They see that you are their soulmate, possibly, that you and they at one time had a soulmate-like feeling. And I am going to find out a little more on the thoughts and feelings, and then we will try to wrap this up and see what's coming forth for you, for something that's not an op. Virgo, all placements. Any more thoughts, feelings, or motives on their person for them? Okay, High Priestess in reverse, their thoughts. So they're not open to intuitively feeling you out anymore. They're not going to even think about this anymore. So I feel that there isn't much left to say. They're feeling there's nothing left to say. The book has been read and they've gotten every word they need out of it. So this is somebody who's healing, that I don't think they want to return to this. I don't think that they want to do anything bad with you. I think you still have a soft spot with them, and there's a lot of feelings they don't want to resonate with and speak on or admit to themselves that they still love you or feel something. Let's go into the feelings some more. King of Wands. Yeah, that self-authority energy is really pronounced here. The Chariot. Cancer energy. Page of Coins in reverse. Can I get more? Ten of Wands. We had to go through like 6 or so cards, right, to get to it. There is still a burden in their heart area. It's still there. It lingers because they are trying to pretend to themselves they don't feel something, but they do. So why are they doing this? Why are they trying to pretend that their heart does not feel or hold anything for the Virgo? They may be trying to already give to others. We have 6 of coins here. So they could be trying to give to others already. And it doesn't have to be love, like romance or anything like that. It could be that they have family and or maybe you share children. Okay, so motives. Can I get a little more for the Virgo? All placements. They're off. And the motives, please. Thank you. Knight of Cups. King of Swords in reverse. Wow. So again, it's like not talking. Their motives are not to talk to you, not to be direct, not to be honest, but maybe to still have a sweet, maybe underlying that they love you still. Like you can see it. in their smile, in their eyes, but they're not going to resonate or speak the words of love, or I still care about you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So something did happen that was pretty severe for them to not want to return to this as it was. Because we had the Ten of Swords, we saw, and the Ten of Wands. The tens are not good in those natures. And I do feel that this is somebody who does still have, like, say, a sweet feeling towards you still. And their motives, they'll be willing to let you know that by the look in their eye or in their facial expression. They're not going to outwardly say it. Queen of Swords could be that they're, this is the Queen and the King of Swords showing up. One's in reverse and one is not. So it's like a cutoff game, and this is like divorce energy. So I think the motives are to keep this done and just know that there's a delicate place that will always remain there, but there's just, this person doesn't want to come back. So they don't look like they have any malice towards you. That's what I would say. That's how I would take that. What do we have that is good that could happen from May 1 after the full moon in terms of a love situation, an opponent, or a person who would be a genuine person? Is there anything we can give, Virgo, for what's coming after May 1? The Knight of Coins. Somebody is taking their time. They would like to invest in you. The Knight of Cups. Yes, this is somebody who sees you as wish fulfillment coming after you. And they're going to take their time. Ten of Wands. They may have been feeling it's been a burden to get going on this. So this could be another Earth sign, another like a Taurus, another Virgo, and or a Capricorn. Any placement doesn't have to be, okay? But this is somebody who's going to take their time to dedicate themselves to the cause of this connection that they want to have with you. That's what I'm seeing. And Virgo, we have Four of Wands. They might want to share a home. What is the Four of Wands? Could be a twin. Let me get another deck real quick. Can I find out what the Four of Wands is for this future person from May 1st on? For the Virgo, any placements, please. Wheel of Fortune. This is a new beginning. This is somebody who, this is somebody you can grow with, okay? So this is somebody good. This is somebody, so if you've divorced, you broke up, you had all this big, heavy energy, this full moon is going to release it all. If you're working with the energy specifically, it will help better. That is what I have for you, Virgo. You be well. Take care. And I am going to get on to the third of the Earth installments, which is Capricorn. We have on the dial here 10, and that is Capricorn's number in the astrology wheel. And I have to take a little break, and I'll be back. I'm back. Thank you for coming in. This is Cosmic Sage. I appreciate you being here. The chat is not enabled. It won't always be, but certainly until the full moon passes, it's going to be this way. So I appreciate all of those that are here. If you need to reach me, the community board, I will be checking in a moment. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. That's what I meant by share, right? I'm doubling up on that because we need to grow the channel a little bit, right? Give it a little TLC. Okay, so now we're looking into Capricorn, the star player of most of where I read at. And I hope that we have some Cappies out here. And congratulations, Cappies, for getting through another month of this crazy, crazy year. I mean, I don't know how. It's probably been wildly successful for you. Capricorns do everything like the goat they are. Okay, so I have a spiritual deck I was going to pull for you first. And this is not your usual, like I used to do you versus them, and I'm a little different. I'm a little rusty on it, but that's okay. I mean, what's wrong with switching it up every now and then, right? But this is it, okay? And this is the energy we're getting. And with that full moon coming in, I do believe that it may be accurate for some people, not everyone. So if you feel that not everything is for you, that's okay. You have different signs in your chart, whatever you know, and or your person, you might have to flip things around. Okay, so what spirit energy do we have for the Capricorn? And what do we have for spirit energy for the Capricorn's person, please? Thank you. I'm going to get a couple other cards and then we'll do the dies for Capricorn. Now, I didn't do this for the last two signs because I forgot to, but we're just going to pull a couple of yours and theirs, which is the how you're feeling and how they're feeling. Okay, so I don't know who you're involved with, but we're going to look, or who this person that would be your would be, right? But we're going to look at the dice, and that might give us some clues. We'll go from there. So for Capricorn and for their person. Okay, Capricorn, we do have Taurus, have another Capricorn. We might have a Sagittarius because we have Jupiter here. But there could be something that this has to do with, say, your success sector. Maybe somebody that you know from your banking institute or your work, or to some level, there's some kind of success based between the two of you somehow. Their energy is Mercury, Cancer, and Sag. Sag may be definitely implied here. The shadow is Gemini. So Taurus is the shadow. Okay, so Taurus had a heavy reading, if you heard it. It's the shadow of the full moon that's working its way up to May 1. Something may have happened in your birthday month. Whenever your birthday occurred, okay, something may have happened. And your energy is giving me blueberry, snap out of it, and honeymoon phase, rose. So yeah, the colors pink and blue, the heart and the throat chakra. So there is something that maybe you're stuck in, some kind of, maybe you're thinking about the past with this person who's your and they're not present in your world. So this person, their spiritual cards here are spiritual business. You're being supported in your career. There is a career change approaching. So if this person is someone who does like light work or some kind of like divination, this person may be changing it up, or there is a fork in the road coming. They're going to make a decision of some kind. So you may already know this, or maybe this is something I'm telling you that you're learning. They could be an eclectic witch. This could be somebody, oh yeah, this is somebody who works a little more in the dark. Okay, they don't have to, but they come across as pretty dark. They resonate with snakes, okay, but snakes are healing energy, okay? They also have heavy energy and they can be toxic too. So there's a lot to the snake, okay? It says you're not lost, you're just different. This person that you're considering your may have recognized the differences in themselves, their shadow side. They may have recognized that they are not like other divinators or something like this. Maybe the dark has been talking to them and they're receptive to it. This could have happened, and this could have been why you and they are ops. Maybe you said, I'm sorry, not for me. You know how some people say, not for me, Satan, right? It depends on, what kind of modality you come from in life, and spirituality and religious sectors, right? So this person may have pushed the envelope with you. Don't know. We're going to find out. But their energy coming across is green and pink. So it is the heart, and it is the heart twice, but green is also money here, and it does say money incoming. So this person's all about the Benjamins. So that could be why they're changing up and they might be doing spells, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever, right? They could be doing anything, right? They're getting paid to create tinctures, formulas, come to me spells, whatever, right? And it says walk your path confidently and Converse. They could wear Converse sneakers, or Hello Kitty might be something they like. But this person is looking into building a mass of, say, wealth. They want to create more. They want to go from a small spiritual side to incorporating and having deities to help them enrich themselves. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know how far they'll go into that, but that is not as dark as the one that we had in the very beginning. So I would say this person they might be like erring on the side of their interest being mostly about what is in the pocketbook, right? So that might have turned you off, or maybe they told you you weren't doing what they wanted, or have enough or something, because maybe this is somebody who wants somebody to have more. So it could be either way, right? And anything could have caused a breakage here. Spiritualism, differences in money or ideas of money, right? We're going to get the person's thoughts on you, your ops thoughts on you, please, for the Capricorn. Any placements? Okay, they definitely don't want to start new. With the Fool in reverse, they're not feeling deluded about you. Okay, they're Seven of Cups in reverse. They're acting as though they've figured it out. Like if there was some kind of, like, say, fantasy between the two of you, or some kind of there was something going on maybe in this connection they weren't certain about. They feel that they have come to a decision that they're letting it go. They're not open, with the Four of Cups showing up in the third place here. They're not open to be receptive with you. So to start anew, or if this is something that was not taking off and you realize that you two don't align, they're your op, because you two don't see eye to eye. There's some differences here. And that is what I'm seeing maybe. What are their feelings towards the Capricorn? Any placements, please? This is not for all Capricorns, mind you. Okay, their feelings, they feel like they were betrayed. Ten of Swords in reverse, and it's the past. They're watching for new things to come to them. Three of Wands, it's their ships coming in. Because they let something go, and this could have been you. What is the Eight of Cups? What is the Eight of Cups in the feelings? The World. They let go of something that they had created with you, maybe, or they would have, right? This is not something that had to absolutely happen all the way. This is unfinished business too. They feel it's not done. They're trying to let go. They're trying to have you let go. They're trying to look forward, but there's like a snag in their feelings. Can I get more about the World in reverse for the Capricorn energy, please? So there's no messages coming through, but the Eight of Wands come out reverse. That's telling me that there's things they want to say, but they're not. They're not allowing themselves. They're taking their time. So again, this could be another earth sign, okay? They could be. They don't have to be. The Knight of Coins. Second time that I actually almost said cups when I meant coins. So there's feeling here. There's probably love here. This person's taking their time, but what is this, to go forward or backwards? What, because it's unfinished in the heart. What is this Knight of Cups? Coins. There I go again. Two of Coins. They're taking their time letting you go. They dropped you so they could go forward to something different. So they had their eye on. I'm getting that this business adventure is what they had their eye on, because it's coins, and they're getting the heart and the pocketbook mixed up. Their love of money. This isn't a person that they really, your op is in love with money. Shiny things, shiny objects, new things, right? You got it again. The Knight of Coins. Yeah, this person's trying to grow their assets, and moving away from you and their feelings makes it more enhanced. Like, what can I have? What can I gain? And they don't have the time to amass if they're putting their heart into you. So they're putting it all into what it is would be their business. So that's their feelings. What are their motives? What are their motives towards the Capricorn, please? So you found somebody who might be pretty greedy. Their motives are they're not evolving, to stay as they are. You have the Four of Swords in reverse for their motives. That's towards you. So their motives might be that if you and them were to work on something new, If you were to stay with them, they would, there's nothing changeable about this person. They don't want to grow or evolve. They're thinking more about the Benjamins. 8 of Swords. They have, okay, their motives are to get out of their head about you. So they have 8 of Swords in reverse. They don't want to be thinking about you anymore. So maybe they want you to quit thinking of them. So there's a clean break. Can I get more about this 8 of Swords in reverse for the Capricorn? Well, let me get another deck here. For the Capricorn, any placements? This 8 of Swords in reverse for the motives. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I have a handshake that I'm seeing here. It's a Page of Pentacles, but it's a handshake. And it's in reverse. And that is on letting go of thinking of you, letting go of you thinking of them, agreeing that the two of you need to move in another direction. So the op isn't doing anything that's nefarious, but I think that they might have put their need to have materialism. So you might not have cut the mustard for the materialism, and they are usually maybe attracted to your energy because you are the King and or Queen of Pentacles, and this could ostensibly be what they were hoping that they would get. Maybe somebody who would be material focused. Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse is coming out. This is somebody who's not going to be committed. And this is, okay, so this person who's your op, they could be a Scorpio as well as a Taurus. But if this is your op in love, this person could also be somebody you divorced. And this could be the reason the divorce happened, that they got greedy and they started showing that they were greedy. And they were attached to you because they felt that material aspect of Capricorn, which is the stability feeling. And they got overboard on the greedy. For motives, what is this reverse Hierophant for motives? 5 of Pentacles. They may want an open door to you, even if you got divorced. I don't know if you have children with them, but their motives might be to have the door remain open so they can come to you, so they can create drama and maybe receive from you if they can, or if they're able to. They want to be intuitively in sync with you so that if they need you, they can come back to you. They can work with you. 3 of Pentacles. So I see that this person does not want a connection, a commitment, or love. They don't want to share it. This doesn't feel like anyone nefarious, but this does seem like someone I would be cautious of if they have their sights on, or they know about you having like a glow up when it comes to finances, and or things improve for you in some way. That is what I would say. We're going to go ahead and move into after May 1, because this is what I have for this, and I'm not going to do multiples, but we are going to do other readings. So you have other signs that you can fall back on as well. I am going to get who is having trouble letting go of you. Of course, this could be a breakup. This could be a divorce, and you two didn't align. You are more spiritually balanced, more inclined to be balanced when it comes to maybe finances and expenditures. You were able to be tight with the wallet if need be, but not, too much, but you weren't this person's ideal. When I say that, I mean, they would have loved to have seen the Benjamins flowing through their fingers. Okay, that's what I mean. This is somebody who is taking their spiritual business and they are incorporating using spell work and or other kinds of assets that would bring them money. Things that they can, implement. That would be manipulative energy. Okay, that is what I'm saying. Okay, so let me give it a couple shuffles for the Capricorn all placements. What is coming for after the full moon has broke for May 1. And this would be in a love situation, off or not. Can we get an idea? Something fresh, not this person, please. For the Capricorn, any signs? What do they have coming after May 1, after the moon breaks? Okay, you could be like stuck in your head a little bit. 8 of Swords. Okay, Eight of Swords, and then the Six of Swords. Yeah, looking back at this person maybe. So if this was a connection that was going a long time, and or somehow you guys were energetically stuck with each other somehow, you didn't let go of each other in some way, and say they did try to keep the door open, they want to keep the door open. You're closing the door seems to be what the healing agent is that you need, so that you can look forward to the Six of Swords, which is moving from them freely and getting out of your headspace when this person may have always made you feel a certain way, maybe, and or the connection, like you wanted to break free of it. It looks to me like within about 8 days to 8 weeks, you might see something new come through. Let me find out more. Could be an Aquarius or a Leo. You have the star here. It could be that this is somebody that's coming your way that will heal you from I have 14 showing up here too. Temperance. Maybe it's taking you a long time to get over this person. Again, divorce could have been the reason, right? The star, though, showing up, I want to preface that you don't, a person that is healthy should never, no matter how badly they feel inflicted, never lean on another person who's new to heal. Even though they say that, you know, when we're wounded healers, we come at each other in love and we heal each other, right? You should do most of the work on your own. I'm just prefacing because it's putting a lot of strain on the relationship if you do that. And also, it's kind of like flavoring the relationship in a way that it should be more lighthearted and free. But obviously, we do heal each other when we come into union with each other, whether we're soulmates, lovers, friends, you know, twins, whatever way you want to speak on it, right? But this does insinuate there'll be healing. And it could be that this person will help you and you've already sort of like gone the distance at healing. This person will help heal the remaining. This person's going to make you feel free again to live, to not feel encumbered by the talk, the thought, the oppression of just what the dollar is about, you know, like, because it looks to me like money was the key component that that person had in mind. So they let greed take over, right? And so that could have really damaged, say, because a Capricorn energy is about stability often. They're, you know, the goat. They're stubborn. They get up to the top. No one else can get, you know, to it before them because they're the ones that have the dedication to do that. And this person didn't learn from you. This person could not follow you and stay with step. They got razzled and dazzled by whatever shiny thing they saw. So ultimately, you now are going to be meeting somebody, I would say, maybe 2 weeks after the full moon, and or it could be a few months out, but let's just say that you're going to be pretty well healed by that time. This person's going to help you to reduce some of what this was and how this affected you. They're going to help you see the way that things were in this connection. And I think you already know, but this person's going to help you heal. Like maybe you feel some kind of way about this op that you had. Like you were supposed to be the support structure to that person. They made you feel a certain way that way. But I just want to let you know that if you're looking for a twin flame and you haven't had a sight of them, this could be your twin, and it could be somebody you could actually build a home with, move into, right? Four of Wands, this is marriage material. Capricorn, this is marriage material. Can I find out more about the Four of Wands for the Capricorn, please? We got the Ten of Swords. We got the Four of, what did we have? The Four of Wands? Oh, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I feel you guys getting stuck on each other, but I do see the deception energy, and I don't think it's them. I kind of wonder if the two of you are sharing, because you're healing with each other, something you both went through, and because of your twins, your karmic cycles, you're sharing, and it's like rehashing. And that's kind of why I was saying you need to really look to healing yourself before trying to, because in the old days they called that rebounding. but I don't feel that you're rebounding. It's just that it can flavor the relationship, and you don't want it to always be about thinking about the bad things that happen, the heavy things that happened before, the bad dreams, the bad nightmares, right? So this is kind of like prefacing that this new thing coming, it's fresh, but be tempered. I would say temperament seems to be pronounced in this reading too. So just a little bit share with them. Don't drag them into your whole life or let them do that to you. Try to have it tempered. You're also showing up with the devil. So this is a very, very stuck on relationship or feeling energy. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it's going to be slow to grow. It's going to be very diligent. This person could be another earth sign like yourself. They could be your divine counterpart. We have Empress. They could be Libra. This person is most likely going to be some kind of a solid connection for you. It's not an op. This is somebody who's going to help you heal the residual of whatever went wrong in divorce, breakup, whatever this was you had with this op that we've been reading on. So it does look like you're meeting a very meaningful person after this full moon. So just keep your eyes open and work on healing if this at all applies to you. This could have been a long time ago. It could be coming up. But just, apply the healing that you need to. Work with the full moon. Okay, I am going to go ahead and leave it there, but thank you so much, Capricorns, for listening. And I really, really appreciate your company here. Okay, so what do we have? Let me see if I can clear the table for... So we had 11. I see 11. We're going to roll the dice. So this is for... The next would be Earth. Let's see, Taurus. I guess Gemini? I think air signs are next. Okay, because we changed it up, so it's not like the last time I read, because Taurus has been the game changer here. So I think air is next. Gemini. Yeah, Taurus, then Gemini, right? Okay, so Gemini, you're next. Any placements? Any Geminis who apply? This could be anywhere in your chart. Go ahead and pull up a seat and have a good ear open for this. This is you and your op. Okay, let's get the spirit information that we have here for each of you. What is the spirit for the op, for the Gemini? Spirit energy. Okay, and let's get a little bit of oracle for the Gemini and their person. That's their op. Whoops, we had one throw itself out. I'll read that one to you. It says midnight. Nighttime intuition. Your person who's your op at night, they're very intuitive. Okay, that one just fell right out, threw itself onto the tray. And then they carry masculine energy. Okay, so Gemini, one of you might have Cancer in the chart. You have double Cancer. Something happened in Cancer season. That is a lot of water, a lot of emotion. They could be a mother, you could be. Also, we have Neptune. There's a lot of dreams here, a lot of fantasy. Maybe one of you fantasized about, or you are a parent, a mother to the other's child, or this was a dream, a wish. Spiritually, Gemini, you have Santa, for you have 𝗀𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗃. I can never say that. I'm sorry. Careful what you wish for. What you want comes with risk. So if you're making bad wishes, beware, because they can come true. Bad wishes too. And then you have in your energy black magic. Remove any black magic. Someone is working against you. This does not have to apply to every Gemini, but if you're feeling it, it is time to cleanse your energy. That full moon is going to be powerful. Let's pay attention, work with it, and cleanse, release what you need to. And then the energies you have are roller coaster, highs and lows, and tulip. Hopelessly devoted to you. That's Olivia Newton-John. She could mean something to you. The movie Grease, John Travolta. This is something that could mean something to you. Okay. And Gemini, there could be something about musicals. You could also like amusement parks. You could have been childlike. This could have been a love story between you and this op when you were younger. Okay, so it could have been something that isn't fresh, or maybe you're not that old. You know, whatever the case is, right? And so this is all placements, mind you. You're Gemini, so you could have these other energies in your chart. You could have a lot of Capricorn, I mean, excuse me, Cancer. That's the shadow of Cancer. You could be dreaming of this person a lot, fantasizing about them too. So they're your op. Let's see where they are with you, okay? So Gemini, any placements? And if you just got here, this is Cosmic Sage. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We have Aquarius on the dice, Taurus, that's fixed energy twice, and South Node. This is somebody who is a lesson to you, or karmic, South Node's past life. This is somebody you were supposed to move away from. You probably have been working on it. Maybe the dream space is not letting you. Could be that at nighttime they have, say, intuition that is sparking at that time, and you're picking up on it in your dream space. The two of you are somewhat connecting then, okay? So spiritually, for their energy, they have candle magic. Manifest your desires into reality. Your power can change the outcome. Okay, this could be somebody who is doing candle magic to have you come back to them, maybe, and or they're lighting candles. They're trying to manifest their life, their world, you know, so it doesn't have to be anything heavy, but you did have black magic in this reading so far. So it doesn't have to be them. It could be somebody related to you and the connection, and or them and the connection. So an outsider, a third party. So this person does not necessarily have to be the one. So only you know your story. They also have spell jar. Don't keep things bottled up. Unleash the power within you. So Gemini, the person, they might be doing some kind of tinctures and or potions as well. So depending on your situation, you'll know. And then you have, they could be working with the stone carnelian for motivation. And this person might have a problem with drugs, okay, or alcohol. We have prescription, examine the problem. So this is somebody who could have an issue, and maybe that's why they're doing tinctures, and maybe that's why they're doing candle magic. They're trying to release some kind of bad habit. Now, Aquarius is on the dice, but it could as well be a Taurus and or the flip sides. They're all fixed signs, mind you. Leo and Scorpio are there too. I'm going to check to see if anybody has shown up at the community, so that if I'm missing anything, I'll be able to catch up with that. Okay, thank you for the two of you who liked. I don't see any comments, so we'll stick with what's here. Now I am going to get the thoughts, the feelings, and the motivation or the motives towards you from your op. Gemini, what do we have when it comes to thoughts that the person Gemini feels as their op is thinking about them at this time? Interesting. Got a lot of reversals here for their thoughts. So it's like past. So I don't know if this is like old, you know, like we did say it could have been older, you know, like past, like childhood time, right? For feelings. For feelings. Okay. And for the motives. For the person who's the op with the Gemini, what are the motives? Okay. Gemini, in their thoughts. Okay. This person may have once upon a time thought of you as their twin, or they shared a home with you. Four of Wands is in reverse. In their thoughts, they no longer feel this way. Okay. They have let that go. There is a Four of Swords. They had to renew themselves, reinvent. Their thinking space is kind of like they're letting go of the idea of being conjoined with you in some way as a twin, or some kind of a union, sharing a home, marriage vows, something powerful, right? Something big, something enriching in the heart, right? They have had to let go of it. The Magician, they're no longer manifesting you. So their thoughts may have prior been about trying to get you back, trying to get in with you, not hurt you. Because when I say get you back, I mean get you back in their life. I don't mean come at you and have discourse, or hurt you, be maleficent or something like that. Their feelings towards you at this time, we have 6 of Coins, 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. It feels to me like their feelings towards you is that they see you as somebody who could have been a soulmate, a definite someone that they gave a bit to. They had others they had to give to. They feel that they could have given more to you, maybe if they weren't giving to others. They feel that way. They feel that they had to stand on business. In their feelings, they might have had to, I don't know, I have to get a check on this because it does look like a clarifier is needed. 7 of Wands tells me that they had to stop giving to you, possibly, and in the heart space they recognize the freed up space, the yeah, they're still guarded about you, so I don't know how long this has been, but there's something about, they're recognizing that void. That's what I'm getting in the heart space. Can I find out more on that? Yeah, but they are feeling that there was a release of burden in the heart. So you made their heart heavy, and so no longer is it heavy. The heart space isn't heavy now. So it's like they recognize the release. Excuse me, 10 of Cups. They felt they still feel an enormous amount of emotion towards you. They aren't denying it to themselves, but there is something about having to stand against giving to you anymore, and be watchful of it, because the 9 of Wands is like the wounded warrior and guarding, keeping an eye on not letting this back in the heart. So yes, there is a definite appearance here that this person has felt that you have filled their heart with some kind of joy, warmth. They didn't fully, you didn't fully, somebody did not fully, and they recognize this, give. They may have not fully given to you. They recognize this, but they don't feel, at this time anyway. Can I find out more about this 10 of Cups, please? King of Wands. Yeah, they have to remain strong and the authority within their heart reign. Maybe they didn't want it overpowered. Maybe there was something in this connection, this op with you, that you overpowered their heart. Maybe, is that what it is for the op to the Gemini? It took too much work. Okay, so it didn't come so easily. This was hard. This love was powerful, but it was hard. It was heavy. It was a burden. This person worked really hard, but maybe they didn't feel like they did enough to love you. They couldn't give you enough. In their heart space, they're realizing they couldn't give you what you needed. They weren't enough. They didn't have it in them, or they had to divide themselves between others. So they're recognizing this in the heart space, okay? Their motives towards you. To recognize the motives are to recognize the two of you are equally yoked. It doesn't mean you have to be together, but they're watching forward, not backwards. So you have the King and Queen of Coins here separate, right? There's no cohesiveness here in this, because we're going and looking into the future, not into the back. So this op of yours, they're looking towards the future. They're not wanting to return to this. So it could be that it was too heavy on the heart. They did love you. So if you wondered, they did love you. They do now. So it still lives in there, but they don't have what it takes to be enough to give you what maybe they feel you need. That's what they have for the heart. So I don't know what kind of thing happened between you two. Like there could have been some kind of a sparring between you, some kind of a bad, messy breakup or something, but it feels like they just didn't have it. That's what I'm getting. What is the 3 of Wands for the op for Gemini, please? Strength. Okay, looking to the future, wanting to share themselves with another, heart-centric. It could be because they're holding space for you in their heart still, and they've not completely let that go. It looks like they're having to be strong, but they're only one wand away. That could be like 3 months because one wand would be one fire season to me as a reader. The elements are 3, for the term, 3 months, right? So they're a few months out, and that would actually maybe put us in Leo season. Well, that could be when this happens. Can I find out more about the strength? Yeah, Knight of Wands, that's passion energy, passionate. So maybe they are presently like living a celibate lifestyle, and or they're withdrawing from that kind of connection, and they're only a few months away from building a spark again outside of this connection. So this person, they don't hold ill will towards you from what I can see. They just want to move on. So they might be trying to let you go. So can I find out more, Spirit? When it comes to feelings and the 10 of Cups in the heart space, 7 of Swords. Yeah, maybe they never want you to know how much they loved you. 7 of Swords is like stealing that. That's like their little piece of you. There's a movie that's coming to mind right now. I'm trying to think what it is. Oh yeah, duh. My favorite love story ever. Don't mark that down because I could change my mind. Who knows? Sweet November. So the lead characters, this is a spoiler alert if you've never seen it. Sweet November, the original, not Keanu Reeves. So mind you, I like Keanu Reeves, but the original is far, far better. Anthony Newley, 67 to 69-ish, I think it was made. Anyway, I happened across it when I was in my 20s. It was just one of those rare finds, and I fell in love with it. Anyways, he falls in love with the girl he meets at the DMV. And she's just a peculiar girl. She's just different, right? She's not motivated to be in a one-on-one. She's kind of like, not really poly, but she doesn't want a connection. She's very Gemini, I would say. Kind of flighty, right? I mean, Gemini can be flighty. Anyway, the gist of her is she has a different assignment that she takes on every month. Think of it like spirituality. So she's like thinking she's a fixer of men who have deep funks or things in areas in which they need to work on. She thinks that she notices a different thing about each man, right? So this legitimately is a thing where she moves them in with them, and there's coitus, this, that, and the other. But it's not, like a romp. It's a sweet story, okay? But we find out, and this is a spoiler alert, so tune me out if you want to see this, okay? Tune me out. She doesn't have long to live. But this is something she doesn't want any of these men to know. And it doesn't look like she's had like many of them, but I don't know. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. The one guy who walks into her life, he finds out that her days are, limited. And it's called Sweet November. That is the film. And he goes to the department store and he steals every calendar at Christmas. And he puts them, every November he could find, he puts them all over the place in the kitchen. He says, we have Novembers. Every single one of these are Novembers. He's like, let me have all of them. Let me have every one of them. So your person that is your op, Gemini, could be holding on to those slices of what was in the heart space. Yeah, so in the heart space, the feelings, right? This person, whoever your op is, they'll never tell you. They'll always keep it to themselves. They'll keep it to themselves just how much you might have enriched their heart. You might have grown in their heart. They'll keep it to themselves, but they are looking forward to moving forward. They're only a few weeks away from it. It does look like you want it over with too. It does. So I'm just going to find out what is the feeling that Gemini has towards any placement Gemini that they have towards their op that we're reading on now. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you want a clean cut. So you don't have to worry. This person is moving on. They're not going to cause you trouble. They are maybe holding on to a little bit of emotion you two shared. There might be more there than you might realize, but it is not for you to care about. It's done. It's not your business, right? You're moving on, and so are they. Therefore, if this fits you, this is a story of two people who aren't going to try to hold each other back. Okay. For Gemini, all placements, can I find out more about that motive for the opponent? Yeah, so they are letting go. They're releasing this. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The 10. in the reverse. So they are letting go, they're releasing it. So that is part of their motive. So they are looking forward to balancing out, to having desire, to having coitus. And so they are going to live their life again. And so are you. But we're going to find out what you're going to do after the new energy, after the release, for the full moon release for Gemini. Now, I'm only going to do 2 suits unless we get more likes, because 11 is kind of a flimsy number. So I know that these readings may not be everything anyone had wanted. Sometimes they're just what they need to be. So if they do feel like they touch on what you needed, and or at some point they might fit, this is something that you'll know and only you'll know. And you can take what you want and leave the rest for who it belongs to. Can I find out what's coming after the full moon releases for Gemini? Any placements? When it comes to love, please. I see you being an open book with somebody. Yeah, you have the High Priestess in reverse, and that's kind of, for me, an open book, because the upright is like a closed book and hard to read. And this would be somebody who's just like letting everything fall out. And I see you as vulnerable with this person. 4 of Pentacles in reverse too. So I see this vulnerability, and maybe you needed to let this moon happen so that you could be ready. And you're releasing whatever it was with 7 of Pentacles in reverse that you grew with somebody previous. So if it was this person who's your op or another person, you're releasing it. It's no longer going to be going on. So you're letting go of the past. So I don't know. This may have been useful to whoever is Gemini listening that may listen. Can I find out more about this 7 of Pentacles in reverse, please? Yes, what you're doing is you have the Emperor and the 10 of Cups, so take it how you need to. If you're an Emperor and Empress, you are showing up as the authority in your world, the creative energy, the boss, right, in your world. And you could be the divine counterpart for somebody that you're wanting to have a happily ever after with. You're ready to do this. So I'm not going to read too forward into that, but that's what I have. So you'll be able to step into the energy. Now, it could be that you're going to apply this towards your business, and or it's going to help love flow and happily ever after energy to flow into your world. So whatever it is that you let go of, the vulnerability, the open book, the energy you have coming after the May 1st moon, full moon, it does look like it's going to benefit you for the future. That's what I see, Gemini. Any placements? Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so we only have 2 more signs unless we start bouncing the numbers upward. And I appreciate those that did bounce them upward already. We're at 11. I was hoping for 17. It's not a big deal. We don't have to get them all in one night. And 2 signs are plenty. If that's all we're going to get, that's all we're going to get, right? Maybe the energy's heavier tonight. You know, it could very well be. I mean, we are going through some real heavy stuff, right? It has cleared up a lot in the last 2 days. But if you heard me over at Deja Vu, it has been real heavy and dark energy as of recent. And people are playing in moon magic and rituals, BLOD magic, things like this. So it could be that it's starting to get into the modality of releasing already, because we're getting closer to the full moon. So most of the hard work is already done. The heavy lifting is already done. Now the intention's being put forth when those people are dealing in the dark energy they're working in. So for you, you're recognizing the quiet before the storm. And that's kind of like for me. And so Libra, this might mean something to you because I'm bringing this story up. A couple days ago, I did have a bad adventure of hearing something. It's not an adventure. I guess it's something, experience. And I heard a coyote take a life over outside my window. So if you heard it at Deja, then you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it was very powerful. But the moments working up to that moment, it was just dead silent, literally. And right now, yes, I have cleansing energy in the background, but I'm within just an inch or 2 from the window. Really, here I should be the same window. If anything was going on out there, I would know it. So ultimately, things are definitely Return to sender, any monitoring spirits. Okay, I just want to preface that I have a big fat effing mirror on you. Okay, whoever is trying to preen within my space, return to sender. May you enjoy your own energy because you're getting it back. I'm not playing. So this is Libra, and it could be a Libra that I'm talking on, or a Aries. If any of you are messing in my energy, it's coming back on you or whoever it is. Okay, so Libra all placements. Let's get some energy for the Libra all placements. I think I'm just going to change the channel name to Card Slinger. That's all I'm doing now is card slinging. Okay, we're going to look into the dice. We're going to look into the spiritual energy. Oh, wow, Libra, this is powerful. Just saw something, and I have not yet read it, but it does look pretty powerful. Okay, just a moment. Let me do a little shuffling. Get this energy unstifled. Libra, any placements? What do you have for the Libra? Any placements? Okay, so this is somebody that maybe the two of you are watching each other. You have been for some while. You got the Knight of Swords, and that is kind of shared energy there. Okay, I'm going to roll the dice for you. And I'm going to roll the dice for your person. Who's your op in love? You're showing up over here in op in love too. So I think you might have something that touches in the chart on your Libra sign, wherever that may flow. Okay, so Libra, over here on your side, you have Saturn. This is somebody who could be a karmic. We have Aries. I just said that. That's your opposite, so your shadow side. And we have Capricorn. So this is a connection that may have been South Node. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now because karma, right? Karmic. It could have been South Node. So it's like heavy energy maybe. And it was shocking if it come to an end abruptly or it did not get a full start. I don't know where we are yet, but we have Uranus and you and Leo on the dice on their side. And so they may carry a Libra, but maybe more than you do, or maybe there was a lot that happened in your birthday month with this person. Let's find out more. Let me get a couple oracle cards here. Okay. And I want to get the thoughts of the person who's the op, please. What are the feelings of the op for the Libra? All placements, any placements. The feelings we're saying now. The feelings, that's what we're looking for. The feelings. Oh, wow. Okay. As I've told other signs, we're in a hybrid deck here. So there's like double potentials for some things, okay? What are the motives for the Libra person? They're op. I'm going to have to clarify, I think, the motives. Not trying to scare you or anything, but it does look a little vague there, and I want to kind of get a clearer answer on that one. Hope you can hear me okay. Libra, you have spray tan, as fake as this spray tan, and satin SEX. So there was a very superficial connection with you and somebody. If you did have SEX with them, right? There's a lot of fakeness in the connection. They might have saw you as fake. They might have seen you as indulgent, but fake. You have high, I would say you have, you value yourself maybe beyond what they think is. So it could have been that you were with a earth sign. They saw you as too opulent or enriching yourself and being beautified, and or pouring on the dazzle, being more attractive and or buying luxury items. Maybe they thought you did too much, right? And this could be something they see you as, right? We have the devil on your side, okay? So this could be how they see you, or it could be how you see them. It could be a Capricorn here, which we did see Capricorn in the mix here. So nothing is worth obsessing over. What vices must you get rid of? Okay, so again, the full moon is coming up on May 1. So please do look into that and shed, release what you need to, Libra, because it could be you're holding on, you're obsessing, maybe you're engorging in something. You might need to listen to the earlier reading I did for Taurus. Capricorn actually is the one. This fits. So you could be the one that was being read on. No shade. I mean, it could be you. It could be how Capricorn sees you. I don't know. No two stories are the same. But we have Book of Shadows here for spiritual. So this is your spiritual energy, the devil, okay? To release. You're asked to release. That's your spiritual energy. Your spiritual energy is also Book of Shadows. Keep your work a secret. The truth is being kept from you. Interesting, considering we have to look at the motives. The truth, and I saw something that I have to clarify, so that is about the truth. Okay, so let's go on to this person who's your op, Libra. I threw a bunch of cards out for your person who's the op. Uranus is a shocking energy. So lest I remind you, it's also Aquarius, does not have to be, but this could be Aquarius energy that you're dealing with, and or Capricorn as well. So there's a lot of Saturn here, I'll say. I think I said that there was South Node, maybe, and karmic ties here. So we have Peach, and that's that. They like your butt. Okay, so they like your behind. Okay, and we have handcuffs, and so there was some role playing here. You two might have been people who like to have some fun in the bedroom. You got dressed up. You did things that were unusual, kinky. I don't know what, but this person could have been in law enforcement. Yeah, an LEO, law enforcement agent or officer, right? This person, also Georgia comes to mind with the peaches, right? Maybe the two of you enjoy peach pie or something like that. I don't know. There's something here about you guys being really kinky together, maybe. Also, Uranus can sometimes be as the actual energy. So this is like a connection you had that might have been just superficial in the bedroom. I don't know. This is your op. This is how they see you, how you see them, maybe both of you. So the spiritual energy they have coming for them, what they is their advice, or the way that they're living now, or they're trying to, right, is the cauldron. Something is brewing, troubles in the near future. So they aren't taking care of themselves spiritually, I would say. Drumming, connect with spirits through music. Use music to boost your energy. This person's not vibing real high, and they're being recommended to listen to music to get themselves out of whatever the snag they are in. And the energy that they have besides is creepy, leaving with something or someone. We have a door knocker there. So I'm getting that feeling of something that in the 70s they used to do, but I think they do things like this nowadays, like with poly relationships and other wild things, right? I'm getting the way back days, they used to have what they call key parties. There's a door knocker here, like people showing up with masks, like for the intentions to have sex with people who are not their partner, that kind of deal, or partners showing up and swapping out, that kind of thing. This is a very kinky reading. I don't know. It does not have to apply to everybody, okay? We have mummy bound, tied up and trapped. So this is somebody who could be trying to block you, tie you up, do jar magic maybe. They're trying to maybe stop you from advancing in your ascension process or something, or finding happiness. Black light, stood up, no show. So you stood them up, you ghosted them, you quit talking to them, maybe. Maybe that's why you're ops. Their thoughts on you, Libra, any placements. Their thoughts are, at this time, the well has run dry. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have Four of Swords. They're reinventing themselves. They're thinking. Their thoughts are, hey, there's nothing left in the heart anymore. I don't feel anything. I'm thinking this. This is how they're thinking right here. It's like, basically, saying to themselves, now, I don't feel anything for Libra anymore. It's like they're being very logic, right? I don't feel anything for Libra anymore, so I'm just going to reinvent myself. I'm going to light some candles. I'm going to be renewed. And then I'm going to keep an eye on Libra, make sure Libra's not messing with my energy. So this person, because they're using such logic to do this while they watch you, could be maybe lighting some candles to purify themselves of you, but they could also be trapping you so you can't find success or ascension or love. Maybe. We'll see. Their feelings for you, though. We do have the 9 of coins. Excuse me. They feel that you have moved on and you're single. 6 of Cups, they feel like you're the one that got away. I can't say it any other way. 6 of Cups is in reverse, and we have like elusive little fish. And you know how slippery fish are if you try to touch them. They're real slick. They get away from you, right? I think that they see you as the one that got away. In their heart. That's, yeah, Ace of Cups. They still hold water for you. They feel a certain way, Libra. This person loves you, but they feel you got away and you're single and you ghosted them. You told them, or you just walked out. You said you weren't having it. So that's how you're showing up for them, as they're off, that you wouldn't let them either do what they wanted to do. I don't know what. Maybe the kink was too much for you. Maybe you preferred the kink. I don't know who was what, and I don't know if that fits everybody. Okay, so the motives are what is interesting here. Let's get there. Libra in reverse, you have Page of Wands. This is letting go of wanting to show any energy and any desire in this at all, right? And the 2 of Coins, and just like letting it go, letting it fall to the, fall away. Okay, there was a secret that was revealed. You might have told them or shared, or they found out somehow. The Moon is in reverse. This is the reason why I felt a need to do clarification. We're gonna have to look at the Moon in reverse. The Book of Shadows, the truth may be being kept from you. Your spirit guides were giving that message. So could be there's some kind of truth that this person is going to be letting fall away. So you'll find out about in the motives, the truth. So the motives may be to let you know something you wanted to know all along. Let's find out what that means. The Moon in reverse in motives. What does that mean for Libra? Something that you lost a lot of sleep over. The 9 of Swords and why you left them. 6 of Swords in reverse. So this is past tense. Why is this? Let me ask my pendulum here. Is the reverse 7 of Pentacles the Libra? No, Libra, it's them. Okay, so they let things go. They're the one that did that. So they were apathetic. They let go of you. They went another way. They dropped you. They dropped you. They lost sleep over you, and they had some secrets about you, and they stopped giving. They ended this connection, and not only that, but they destroyed what, like, say you had a bridge you were building together, I'm just saying, whatever, a home, whatever it was, right? The connection is like severed, it seems to be. 7 of Coins was on them. The Pentacle says it was on them. So they were the ones that threw everything away. So there's a secret about why they threw it all away, though. What is that for the motives? They want that to come out. It's supposed to come out. Oh, wow. Oh, I have never seen this. Okay. Libra, any signs? The motive is you have the same card, one in reverse and one in upright. Okay, so it is 7 of Pentacles. I kind of feel like the secret is that they want, now if this has to do with a baby, the talk of a baby, wanting a baby, there might have been a miscarriage. I hope not. I don't know. This could be a new try. Because we had the Moon in reverse. Okay, so also that's like losing what could be, right, a pregnancy. This could have been what caused the end. Maybe there was a kinky lifestyle or that got in the way, or it wouldn't fit into the picture of raising children together. I don't know what, but this person has had a change of mind where you're concerned. They would like to give where they quit giving. I think this could have to do with children. I don't know. Everybody is different. So let me find out, what is the 7 of Pentacles? What does it stand for? Walking away. Walking away from what? From a child? From giving birth together to something? walking away from not resting, from the Nine of Swords again. What are they not resting because of? And the motives. So they don't want you. They're having sleepless nights because they don't want you to find happily ever after. That is what I see here. The Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups, you know, they walked away, the Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. And, you know, it's like with the Sun here, they know that the happily ever after could be coming for you, and their motive is to keep you from. So this is somebody, your op could try to come back and try to get you pregnant. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. Motive. Let me see. What is the motive when it comes to coming back and maybe starting a family with Libra? The Fool. Yeah. I'm getting, maybe getting you knocked up if you're a woman, or if you're a man, trying to trick you into fathering your child. This is somebody who would do anything to not have you move on and be happily ever after with someone else. So I am going to leave that there. This is the ops, their motives. No two are the same. So take what is yours. Not all of it is going to be. What am I going to get here with this Fool here? Can I find out more about this Fool? Six of Wands. So yeah, then it would not be a victory for you. Say if you, Libra, are supposed to be with somebody specific, they're keeping you from your happily ever after you should be with. This is somebody who wants to win at all costs, but it's not really showing that way. Change of heart, but at the very last moment, that kind of thing. Because, well, I do see that they do have a heart for you. You know, they have the Ace of Cups. They do definitely love you. They see you as single. I don't think they want anyone else to have you. They're determined to make you theirs, and they will. So like I said, now could be starting a business, does not have to be a baby, okay? But they want to make you theirs so that you cannot be happily ever after with someone else. There seems like there could be an ego situation. Take what is yours and leave what is not. I have Aquarius coming next. But I want to ask for you after May 1, what you have coming for you. After May 1. After May 1, what does Libra, any placement, have coming when it comes to love? Justice, that's your own energy. You'll feel right. You'll feel Two of Swords. You'll be blocking this person out maybe, because Two of Swords is like blocking out what does not serve you or belong in your energy. You've got twos here. What else do we have? Four of Wands. When I just now told you something really is meaningful, happily ever after coming for you, could be somebody you're going to share a family, a home with. You're going to marry. Okay, this could lead to marriage. Okay, could be a twin if you've been waiting on one, or say you've been back and forth with your twin. This person's a karmic and they got in the way. This twin is, if you prescribe to that, the one you're meant to be with. What do we have for the? Okay, so there may have been a history with this twin. Ten of Swords come out, and like I said, you can sometimes get more than the card will show up more than once when I'm dealing with this deck. Okay, so the Ten of Swords. There could be, yeah. The moon is coming out. There's a secret here. What is the moon about here when it comes to this new person coming in for Libra? Nine of Wands. So you're going to be guarded, okay? So the person who's trying to hold you back from moving forward with this relationship, this connection, be it a twin or just being sharing a home and or getting married, this person really wants to stop it. That's what I'm getting. The Fool. They feel foolish because they let you go and they can't stop. Okay, so your person coming in that's new is going to recognize that somebody was foolish to let you go. That's what I see, because they're looking at that loser in the background. This person's coming across like a loser. Now, they could be, they don't have to be a Scorpio or a Taurus. Something happened in those seasons, or it's going to. And we're in Taurus now. There is marriage on, I think there's a high commitment, I think, on the mind of the person coming in. Can I find out more about this, Hierophant? And the two of you are going to work together to keep the past locked out. Five of Coins. Yeah, because you're both looking that direction. Nine of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. So it is important that you work with this full moon coming, Libra, any sign or any placement, I'm sorry, because you'll need to release things. So if any of this has felt like it's yours, there's anyone holding on to you, anyone who wants to keep you for themselves, despite the fact that they're not meant for you, because they are just karmic. It is time to break those chains. And I am looking at handcuffs here that are on the card that I had for you. Handcuffs, as I said before. Like I said, they could be law enforcement too. That is what I see. I have just Aquarius to go. And with only 12 likes, which I appreciate them all. I'm not trying to denigrate any of those likes, but we're only going to commit to Aquarius this time. So let me just say thank you for all of you who've come in here. And I appreciate you each. Be well, Libra. I'm going to look into getting a little bit of energy for you, for your person, for your op, we should say. And the spiritual messages for Aquarius. Did I say Libra? Aquarius, for their person, that is their op. Now, this is a past. It does not have to be relatively recent. It could be a long past. You know, you only know. Aquarius, any placements. Okay. I still have to do thoughts, feelings, and motives. So we will read what we have on the table thus far. Aquarius, for your spiritual messages, you have Ouija. Spirit is leading the way. Lose your grip and you'll see magic. Okay, you're a very fixated sign because you're fixed. Okay, just like your other three that we have been emphasizing prior. You're in one of them now. Taurus, Scorpio, which the moon will be full in your sister of fixed signs, right? So therefore, Leo is the other, which is your shadow side. Yes, you need to relax, you need to release, and you need to just like be light. And you have also Earth. Build a solid foundation. Expect financial blessings and scarcity. So it's going to be ups and downs when it comes to your material world. It's not going to be, it's going to be even flow. It's not going to be this or that. It's going to be both, to expect them both. And we have beer, ordinary day-to-day life. Now, you might be somebody who likes to have spirits, and or somebody in your circle, maybe the person you're thinking about. So you can flip it if you need to, if you don't drink. Specifically beer, but you could drink anything, they could. You have banana slug. Oh, and the colors here, I haven't been neglecting to tell everybody. You have the throat and you have the solar plexus here. Yellow and blue. Banana slug, balanced masculine and feminine energy. And that does sound like an Aquarius to me, in my opinion. Anyway, on the dice, you have your own energy here, and you have Taurus, which is where we are now, and you have Mercury. So your Mercury could be either of these signs. They don't have to be. This could be something happened in Aquarius season. You're healing something. Maybe the season's going to be very instrumental in your neighbors, your communication, things like this. Anything about business, about Mercury-related conversations and or computers, technology, phones, texting, things like that. Their energy, they see you as, your op sees you as their North Node. Just putting it out there, and they could be a Capricorn or a Libra. They don't have to be. These could be timings that you've known them as well. And they have throat and heart chakra playing a role in their story, on their side of it. Turquoise, don't allow people pleasing to keep you stuck. Keep clear boundaries. This person may be a people pleaser. And they may have expensive taste. This is somebody who might buy the most fancy bottle of, some kind of drink. So maybe you are somebody who, maybe not beer, but maybe you're not into the lavish, because beer is cheaper than wine, champagne, you know, that kind of fancy stuff, right? Maybe you're not as spritzy as they are. You know, they're more about a higher dollar amount, if you will, right? The spiritual messages we have, well, I have two more oracle. Let's do those real quick. For your person who's your op, Aquarius, is candy apple. Sweet on you, kind. Okay, so this is a people pleaser, but they're also sweet on you, and trick or treat, pleasant surprise. Okay, so there's a little bit of this or that, you know, who knows, right? With that energy. So this person could be sweet, but there could be a surprise, like kind of like a, was it a lollipop? I think, you know, how many licks it takes to get to the center of, I think, a Tootsie Pop, a Tootsie Pop. Okay, so these for Aquarius, any placements are your spiritual messages for your op, okay? They have air. Be bold and speak your mind. Expect to receive messages and phone calls. So they're hoping that you will contact them. This is somebody whose spirit is telling them, wait, Aquarius is going to contact you. And then they have African witchcraft. It's not as bad as it seems. Don't judge what you don't know. Okay, so this person, they could delve into that, but they could also have a hard time. And I saw Libra on the dice, so the judging, right? They might be very quick to want to judge. They're uncertain, but they're a people pleaser too, right? So maybe they're afraid that they're not doing and saying the things you want or anticipate. And so they're waiting to hear from you, and they're trying to balance it out because Spirit has told them, don't overtry, don't overdo it. Let them do their part. So Aquarius, if you're in a relationship with anyone with these two energies in their chart, anyone that is your op, right? But Libra and Capricorn are the ones present right now, right? It could be that you have somebody with those energies in their chart, but Spirit's telling them to relax and let you do your part. Spirit is telling them to not try to manipulate energy. That is what Spirit's trying to tell them. I don't know if they're trying to overstep. Can I get a clarifier in that? Four of Swords. This is taking a lot of work out of their part to just kind of like hang out and let things happen. It's kind of like a reinvention of self. So maybe this person usually does like to create a little manifestation, throw stuff in to get the wheel going, right? Like things aren't happening the way I want to, so I'll light the candle. I'll say the love spell, or I'll say come to me kind of magic, you know, that kind of deal. So this is somebody who literally could quite usually fall on that kind of a backstop. This is something that they usually have it as a go-to, but they're turning to Spirit, and Spirit saying, no, don't be a people pleaser and don't try to force it. So they want the wheel to get going, but they're trying not to manipulate energy. Can I find out? Let me do a little shuffle here. The thoughts for Aquarius of their op towards them. What are the thoughts for Aquarius of their op towards them? And so I just want to give a prelude, or I guess a forward to what would be next. I'm just interrupting for a moment, okay? Fire and water are the next two signs. So we'll do it in that order. I think fire, wait. Air. No, water is next. So it's water and then fire. So I'm not doing it according to the wheel. I'm doing it according to the current timeline. So where Taurus is the beginning, we kind of have to keep on going until Scorpio would be the end of the line. So therefore, the next part, if we don't make it to finishing up tonight, which I don't think we will, unless we get several people in here, and I don't think we will. So we will do another part unless something happens roughly soon. And that part will just be fire and water. Water and fire in that order. Water and fire. Wait. No, I said the other way. I'll have to look at it. I'm pretty sure that it's water first because Cancer comes after Gemini. Okay, Aquarius, we have some powerful energy in your read on the person who you consider your op. So, like I said, I don't know how long it has been. What are the motives? What are the motives? We're going to maybe do clarifiers on that. Okay, Aquarius, their thoughts where you're concerned, your op, their thoughts are, and they have fond memories. They go back and think about you. So I don't know how long it's been. I don't have any timing energy here where I could, let me see if I, let's see. Can I get an idea how long it's been for Aquarius, please? Any placements? Okay, so we have 3 weeks to 3 months ago, and it could as well been 3 years ago. So, take that. It does not have to be your answer, to the longevity of time. Could have been last week. I mean, I don't know your story. Okay, so, but they think of you and they see you in their thoughts, not their heart, okay, as their soulmate. The Two of Cups, Page of Swords, they are collecting in their, so it's thoughts. They're determined to get information on you. They're still keeping an eye on you. They're still collecting data. I don't feel it's all bad. You have double soulmate here in the thoughts. Six of Cups too. Their feelings, your op's feelings towards you, Aquarius. You have the High Priestess. They feel very intuitively connected to you. Oh, they're certainly watching you. In the feelings and in the thoughts, they've got the sword energy, okay? But the Lovers, they choose you, okay? You could have Gemini in your chart, one of you could. Their heart, they feel like you're the one that their heart desires, okay? You're the one they would choose. Their heart might motivate them to read on you or get readings on you. But the Knight of Swords, their heart can't let you go, and it produces this need to keep on watching you. So their heart is what instructs them. So it's like their heart can't let you go. There's an old song by Rod Stewart I'm thinking of right now, I'm hearing, but my heart can't tell me no, or something like that. I want to listen for that one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hey, Delaney. Thank you for coming in. I just saw the pop up here. Yeah, my heart can't tell you no. No, I don't want to get a copyright strike, but maybe I will put this in the description so that if you click the description, so this is any placement. This is any placement when I do this. Okay, I haven't done it yet, but I can work on doing it right now, but I don't think that I can get that to pull up in my studio right now. So let's just go on with the reading. My heart can't tell you no. So this person, in their heart space, they chose you. They won't let you go. So I'm not seeing an enormous amount of love, but I see that so if they're an air sign, another Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, they may be a very adept at trying to keep an eye on you, and that is just how they operate. Their motives, where you're concerned, I think they want to enter your dream space. The Knight of Swords, they want you to keep thinking of them too, and right into your sleep. So maybe they can visit you in the sleep. Six of Swords, they want you to come back their way. So say it was because they're an op. So say something bad happened, and that's why you're ops now, right? This person wants you to come back to them. They want to come back to you. They hope for you. They wish for you, the Hermit. Their motives are to keep an eye open for you, keep a space for you. It's kind of like you walk into a house. Let's say you go into the Hermit's house, right? The Hermit has nowhere to sit. He has books everywhere, and it's messy. It doesn't have to be, because the Hermit can be a clean freak, right? But let's just say that he has not yet got to that side of himself, right? But there's just nowhere to sit. You just feel like you don't know how to get comfortable, where to be. And this person has this one little space of these books that are falling all over, but they're waiting for you. They keep this one little cushion and seat ready for when you show up. This person has been holding on to the possibility you'll come back. So they're hoping. They keep on shining the lantern. They keep on watching. So this person's not let go of you, Aquarius. And I need to clarify that. I need to clarify the motive. I'm going to clarify the Hermit on the motive with the Aquarius, please. Ace of Swords. There is no speaking between you two, as of yet. Knight of Wands in the reverse. They're both in reverse. So there is no contact. They have cut themselves away. Can I find out more? The Star. So the Star goes with the Virgo energy here with the lantern. They're just waiting for you. Yes, they're waiting for their star. Aquarius, the motive is that they're just kind of like passive. So the beginning, I was reading their spirit card for you. They were told by spirit, no, do not by any means use manipulation or energy work. So they're being passive. They're male or female. They're not going to force this. They're listening. So maybe they learned some lessons. Maybe they did try to invoke you to come towards them. Maybe that blew up in their face. Maybe they found Three of Wands. Yeah, maybe they found out it wasn't going to get them where they wanted to get. Nine of Swords. I get a lot of Nine of Swords. Maybe it was something that it was delivering karma to them, maybe playing in your energy. Can you tell me more about this motives on the Hermit energy, please, for the Aquarius's person? Six of Wands. This person wants a victory with you. They want so it's just winning, basically, is what this looks like right now. It's winning. It's being able to say, I won, I got the prize. You know, the competition, it's all mine. Could be that they want to heal the hurt the two of you have had. Three of Swords has come out. So it could be that, yeah, they're hoping that some flowers and coming together and healing this, because the Star, Aquarius energy, is the healing card. They could realize that you are, say, a very special kind of healer that they need. And that's why they've been looking for you. Yeah, they're disappointed because you won't look their way. Okay, can I find out more when it comes to feelings and the Lover's energy for Aquarius? Strength. Leo and Gemini in the heart sector of this person. It's almost like they want to pull their heart out of their chest and give it to you, but they're holding back. So this is not for all Aquariuses, and this is any placement, okay? So this person does not look like they've moved forward. No, they're single. The Nine of Pentacles. They're single. They're hoping you're single. But they've been watching you, so I think that if you're not, they know it. I think they've been getting readings on you too, or they're doing it themselves. Their heart has pushed them to do that. Can I find out more? Queen of Swords are showing up here. What is the Queen of Swords? Ace of Cups. They love you enormously. That is what I'm seeing. Because she can be seen as the Ice Queen, but we're talking about her being you, right? And the Ace of Cups showing up with her, it's like that is who they love. You know, that their intention, this person's not letting you go. It's pretty sad, really. It is. So no two Aquariuses are the same. These are all placements. We're going to go ahead and leave it there. And thank you for listening. I'm going to get the after the full moon for you, Aquarius, because this has been heavy energy, at least on my side of it, it has, but I have a lot of fixed energy in my chart, so that explains me. But how about you? Maybe tell me in the community. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to shuffle cards and do cleansing when I come back. if I get proper rest, I could come back tomorrow if anyone is available to hear the other two suits, elements, what have you. We only got 12 likes here, which is way less than I thought, but hey, not everyone's free, and I get that. And this might not be floating everyone's boat, and I'm sorry if it isn't. I'm only giving you what I'm getting. Okay, so let us get Aquarius's love situation. Is there somebody new, or is there something they're in now that they need to look to? What is happening? What is happening in terms of love on the other side of the full moon? May 1, please. You have Page of Pentacles. Something is growing and flowing. Scorpio, death showing up here. Could be that it is a Scorpio. They don't have to be. Oh, it could be that you're letting go of the heartache that was involved with this op. Because you have 3 of Swords with death. It's like ending the heartache, the pain. So you're growing something, establishing something, and in turn, this other thing that hurt you some time ago has taken a long time, but it's starting to dissipate. I think it could be the op, because we got 3, again, with 3, so, we had 3 on the numbers, right? For the months, the weeks, the years. 5 of Swords, yeah, some kind of conflict that you've been living through. Your wish fulfillment's coming. Could be a Sagittarius. I know 1 Aquarius this could fit for, right? Maybe 2 of us, right? So Sagittarius is the one that is coming through for you. They've been taking a while, but they've been getting more and more devoted to you. They're carrying the burden. They're happy to carry the burden. Now, when I say that, it's not a bad thing. What it is that the dedication, I'm going to start stammering, the dedication to loving you after, say, something really heavy has happened to you can be a lot of work. They know that, but they love you, and the burden is something they will take. It's kind of like somebody who says, I'll take 3, heavy days at work back to back. Though I know it's going to really kill me, I'll do it anyway. Because you love that you have that burden. Same kind of thing with this person. 6 of Swords. They want to give you the flowers, the accolades. They want you to know this person that you have in your world. That could be Capricorn too. So we have Scorpio, Sag, and Cap. Okay, the higher part of the wheel. This person, though, they definitely are coming in strong after the full moon releases. So you could get flowers. There could be an event coming that you are getting flowers for. The star, there you are. You're the star of their eyes. The star of their eyes. I'm seeing stars in the eyes. Aquarius, this person, they don't have to know tarot to know that you're the star. To them, you're the star. And this person's going to shower you in affection. You're going to have your victory with them. And I don't mean in a bad way. Like when I say that, I mean, it's not like they're just wanting to say you're the prize. It's not like that. They really feel that you are someone they want to be connected with. You are the cornerstone. You could be somebody that they want to have children with, or you have had children with them, and this is like re-enriching a relationship, growing it further. 7 of Pentacles. There will be some and Judgment at the bottom. So the 2 of you are going to be intertwining and showing a lot of energy to grow something very powerful. Judgment's coming. Now, if you're looking forward to marriage, this could be a good thing. This could be, okay, we haven't decided. Here we are. We're going to decide now. This is somebody who, it's a powerful connection. Judgment. What is the Judgment here? The Hermit. You are their hope and their wish. So it's the same thing as the other person, only this is different. I think this is meant to be. This person may have a Leo in their chart, so they would be somewhat opposite as you. Also, Leo could be very intricate in this pairing. You might not meet them until then. They could be a soulmate. 2 of Cups. I saw something and I forgot what it was, so I don't think I'm supposed to speak on it. But it all was good, mind you. But I think I'm supposed to just like leave it there, not like overdo it. So you have somebody who believes that they're still in love with you. They're watching you, you're op, and they're not trying to bring you bad energy, but they might have previously. So mind you, this does not have to fit every Aquarius, but they might have previously, because the advice that Spirit is giving them is to quit playing with juju. And that could be in lieu of you or anyone else, anything else. This person has learned that they could have had a valuable lesson. Maybe something caught them in a tailspin, you know, return to sender, kind of why did they get this message from Spirit, please? Why did that op? Water, release any negative emotions. Love will find its way to you. They learned to be receptive. They learned to cleanse. They learned to heal because, witch hat, always wear your invisible crown. Your efforts are being recognized. I think they're trying to walk on the lighter side of the path. It could be that your person who's your op has decided to switch it to the other side. It could be, and I'm not really getting any true indicators, but they're intuitive to energy now, receptive, justice come for them. They might have suffered the consequences of their deeds. That's what I see, Aquarius. That's what I have. I wish you the best. Thank you for coming in. This is Cosmic Sage. Anyone who's shown up, thank you so much. I have 13 likes here on the dial. Hey there, everyone. I'm still short, but I'm going to have to get going. And I think I'm really thirsty. So tomorrow, I have 4 sets I'll do. And we will come back and we'll do those. Wait, we got to 14. We think that if I sit here and talk a little bit, we'll get to 17. Okay, let my jaw take a little break. If we get to 17, I'll give it a little time. Then we will move on to the others. If we don't, that's okay. It doesn't have to happen. I appreciate everyone. Rewind if you need to. It's for all placements. And there's a mixed bag going on here. And they're not like my usual or what I used to do for my... The energy is a little different now. I hope everybody's been well. I hope you're getting your full moon events in alignment and you're cleansing, releasing that which you need to do that with, because it will make life better and it will enrich you in finding your happiness that you're seeking. I'm going to put the Rod Stewart song for Aquarius in the comment area as well later. I'll try to remember to get it into the description. I didn't know the comments were off, and I am so sorry, Delaney. I think you said that. I don't know how you found yourself in there. Let me see if I can edit this. No, it won't let me. I'm going to put the Rod Stewart in the footer of the message. I don't know why that would do that, but maybe because the video itself has no comments open, it reverted that way. Okay, we're just at 14. So I'm going to just call it on the clock what time we'll go till. It's 11:30 now where I am. So in the next 7 minutes, we'll say 11:37. If we don't reach the goal that I was hoping for, we will have to postpone the next 2 elements. I'm sorry to those that are trying really hard, but I do appreciate you. And I hope you'll remain here and come back, listen to, and get what you can out of this. This will give me more energy to get back at it tomorrow if I am able to do it that way. If not, you know, whatever happens is meant to be whatever way, right? So we have who's having trouble letting you go for the next read after these are all done, these particulars. And I have to say, there are a lot of you that have people who are trying to hang on to you. With that full moon, it's good for you to know that if it does hit you, if it does feel right, because you'll need to work harder to try to release them, because they'll be feeling some kind of way when they feel like there's no way it's gonna ever, the road is done, the road is faded off, and it's washed out. There's just no way of going back to it, right? So you won't give them any false hope. So they'll feel that energetically. They'll feel that like there's a deadness they'll feel, right? And that will help you both go on your journey. So it's kind of loving them, even if you feel that you're ops, but we're not necessarily talking ops. When it comes to them having trouble letting you go, you might not even realize somebody way back has not let you go. Okay, concentrate. Since we have only so much time left, and we don't know yet if we're going to be here or not. 5 more minutes left, okay? We don't get to the amount of likes I'm looking for. Concentrate on the sign you want to hear, but not this. You just want to hear something on that sign. Concentrate. I might do a little short read, like a micro read on a couple signs here. 2 signs. Okay, Libra and Leo, the 2 L's. 2 L's, what do we have to tell the Leo? We'll go with Leo first, they're first in line. What do we have to tell the Leo, or the person listening for Leo? What do we know about the Leo? The Fool. Leo's starting something new. What is it? The Star. They're working on their shadow side. They could be in a relationship with an Aquarius. They could be healing. Page of Wands. They're learning something that they're passionate about. They're healing some kind of betrayal. But what is the full energy? What is the brand new beginning that this Leo has? The Leo is moving towards a Sagittarius. They feel attracted towards. Starting a home. Maybe they desire marriage. They're building together. They're desirous of another fire sign. Sagittarius most pronounced, right? They're moving towards. They want to move towards. They've been working on this slowly, but now they're picking up pace because the fire energy is inspired within their footsteps. 8 of Wands, this is somebody who's messaging in a Sagittarius, and or they want to heal. It could be an Aquarius too, or they want to heal, and maybe they are working on their shadow side so they can do this. 6 of Cups. They see the person that they are moving towards as their soulmate. They might have known them as children. Yeah, they celebrated. They drank at the same well. There's 3 cups here. They enjoyed a lot of good times with this person before. So they knew them before. They already have established something with this person prior. They've thought about them a long time. Yes, they've been stuck on. They've been feeling emotionally drawn to come back towards this person or find out what the wheel had to offer them. They feel that this is a new beginning that they've been waiting on. So it is likely a Sag, does not have to be, but the Leo is starting something new. Can I find out what the Libra has? Whatever comes out for Libra. 7 of Pentacles, the Libra is growing something. The Chariot. What is that? They're coming at it fast. There's some kind of messages that are being sent to the Libra and they're moving fast. An authority figure. It could be about making money. 7 of Pentacles, growing it, thinking about how to prosper. They're very passionate about prosperity. They're healing their finances. The Libra might be trying to reinvigorate or try something new in a position. Maybe an authority figure has told them, hey, listen, you got a lucky break, kid. You want a job? I got some good income I can offer you. They've been strong. They've been resistant to the offers that were not for them. Maybe they had doors slammed in their face, and Libra may have felt the sting enough that they held back their energy, except for the few good ones. And this one looks like it might be a good payoff. This person has, like, say, a position that they're offering them. Libra is getting a new job or something like that coming up. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. It could be a Virgo involved too. Two of Wands. They're very inspired, very emotional about this position. Yes. So Libra, it looks like it's about establishing themselves financially and or finding themselves aligning with a very good place of employment or a new boss that's good to them. That's what I'm seeing for Libra. We are at 11:36, 1 minute left. Okay, I'm just going to, I know we might go over if I do this, but I'm just going to pull one spirit card for every sign, just in case you're here and you're listening and you didn't feel like you got much. And I appreciate you. I really do. But I want to make sure every sign gets something. So this could be extra for some of you. It could be something new for some of you. Okay, so for Aries, for the spirit, we have offering. Work hard and stay humble. You have a lot to offer the world. Taurus, Master Witch. You will master your craft. Start cultivating your success story. So it's time to write your story. Gemini, Magic Circle. Your environmental shapes you. Be conscious of your social circle. It could be that the Gemini I was reading for prior. Maybe this is you trying to decide. Those that you're surrounded by are kind of helping mold you, and you want the good ones, not the ones that are going to be the lower fruit, that are going to sour what it is you're wanting, right? You want to inspire something good in yourself, your future, right? So 4 is Cancer. Let's get Cancer. Cancer, we have ritual planning. So we have create a roadmap to your goal and revise your planning methods. It's like journaling your plans. Leo, we have spell jar. Don't keep things bottled up and unleash the power within you. Could be working with tinctures. Maybe there's some kind of tincture you need to learn about. Virgo, we have voodoo magic. Events that change your life forever. Surprising life events will take place. Spirit message for Libra. Psychic, spiritual business. You're being supported in your career. You're a career change approaching. There is a career change approaching. So Libra, if you are in, say, a reading channel or, say, divination practice, it's going to start growing and flourishing in some way. And or maybe if that's something you're delving into, you're supposed to professionally be thinking about this. Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Skull. A scattered mind is powerless. Feed your mind positive thoughts. Scorpio, stay on the positive side. You have the full moon coming in for you, Scorpio. It's going to be powerful, I'm sure. Sagittarius, we have graveyard. Step through to a new life, coming near the end of a chapter. Sagittarius, this is a really beautiful, it's like a cemetery, mausoleum kind of energy in the night with a great big moon. And you have a bird or two in the tree. Yes, it's very beautiful. So there is, for Sagittarius, something is coming to an end, so a new chapter can begin. That's pretty beautiful. Capricorn, what do we have for you? Deity, for Capricorn. You have many will be inspired by you. You will become a great leader. Well, didn't I tell you you're the goat? I mean, how could anyone question that, right? Although you have an elephant here, and I can't think of which one that is. It's a deity. Can't think of it. It's the one in the Hindu religion. Can't think of it. Aquarius, is that next, right? You have eclectic witch Aquarius. Pave your own path. You're not lost. You're just different. And this might connect to the reading I did earlier where the snake was mentioned. So I don't know if you're finding that your dark side is reaching out to you. If it is, this is yours, but maybe you're asked to have both duality. As I read for you earlier, you are in the middle, right? So maybe it is saying don't be feeling afraid or threatened by the darkness within you. Pisces, what do we have for you? Toxic witch. Okay. Eliminate the unnecessary drama. Be aware of any toxic behaviors. Okay, so that could be like if you like to drink or have ganja, or, maybe you have friends that, are lower brow than where you want to go, right? You want to rise above. You don't want to sink below. So it is a good idea to just check who it is that you're befriending or is in your circle. That is all I have at this time. I'm so sorry I had the comments off over in the community. I didn't realize I did. And over here I did because obviously, as some of you know, that the energy I am trying to keep cleansed. I'm trying to keep from having, like, say, unknown minglers show up. And it is important that we all are very receptive to our energy, that we mingle with others and we might sometimes pick up their energy. So everybody, even non-readers, if you're empathic in any way and or just sensitive, say you pick up on people's feelings or you take something to heart somebody says, any reason, right? We can sometimes carry energy that does not belong to us. So it's always a good idea to cleanse it. And so my not having the chat open is just keeping us all a little more safe through these dark, heavy times. And the full moon coming up is going to be a powerful one. May 1. Okay, May 1. We'll try to get these other 2 elements tomorrow. Things should work out. I might come earlier. So mark your calendar, check your notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe. I might fix it so it's subscribers only on that one. And then we're going to also do who is having trouble letting go of you. We might do that one tomorrow too. Be well, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Cosmic Sage.